Disclaimer: this fan fiction is only for entertainment purposes, so please don't take it seriously and don't be offended. It's just a story made out of my imagination, so it doesn't define any character in real life. I hope you will enjoy the story and leave positive comments without hating the author and character. I don't own any pictures, but the storylines are completely mine. I will do voiceover, so you can mute it if you want. Hope you will like the video.
You open the door and enter in your apartment after a hectic day. As soon as you enter inside, a flower bouquet on table caught your attention. You clenched your fist and looked around with a heavy breath. It was the 5th time when you are getting flower bouquet by your stalker. Even though you changed your door password last time, but as always it didn't stop him to enter and leave this bouquet for you. Just a second later, as you expected, you got a message from him.
Red roses for my red obsession. They whisper your name every time the wind touches their petals. I'll be watching when you find them. I always am. They say love is blind. But I see you so clearly, every moment, every breath, and soon you'll see me too.
For you, it was as creepy as it was not. It's been almost 1 year now. This all started this month ago when you got a strange stalker whom you didn't even saw it till now. You were hell scared of him at first, but now in your lonely life, you only have him. That's why no matter how scared you are, you never complain about him. It was only him who was always there for you in this last 1 year now. Having a loyal stalker by your side is much better than having no one, and you realize it after everyone betray you except him. You are still scared of him, yet his surprise pleased you a little in heart. You put your bag on table beside flowers and walk towards the kitchen after arranging those flowers in a flower vase. With a blank face, you started preparing dinner. Your hands were working mechanically, and there wasn't even an ounce of happiness in you when suddenly your eyes widened as you heard a voice. "Don't make dinner. I already order food for us." You heard footsteps coming towards you and you froze on your spot. You lived alone here, and it was a man's voice. It didn't took you long to realize that he is none other than Stalker. On the other hand, he stopped behind you with a smirk. He can clearly see the goosebumps on your body. You didn't expect him to show himself in front of you at all. "You never have to be afraid from me. Princess, I would never hurt you, only love you, protect you, and be here for you always." You let out a shaky breath, trying to compose yourself when he say those words. His words seems genuine, but you can't control but shiver. You didn't dare to turn around and looked at him. His deep and husky voice was scary yet calming for you. He extended his hand to wrap around your waist, but "YN, don't touch me." He smiled and took his hands back. He can understand your hesitation, yet his inner devil wants to hug you tightly. He already waited for 1 year, but not any longer. "As you wish, princess, but at least turned around and look at me. Don't you want to see me now? Aren't you even a bit excited to see me?" He say, intentionally leaning towards you, making his hot breath touch your neck. You gulped while clenching your fist in fear. You shook your head, in no making him chuckled. Time passes by, but neither of you spoke now. There was a pin-drop silence now, and in the meantime you calmed down yourself. "What happened? Why are you looking so sad from last few days?" He asked, breaking the silence, while your eyelashes lower, as he was the first person who asked you this. You really need someone at that time to ask you this, and when he asked this, unknowingly a tear escaped from your eyes. He noticed it, and gently back-hugged you as he knew that you needed it. "Princess, you don't have to hold it all in. Just rest in my arms, and let it all out. Cry as much as you need. I'll hold you through every tear, every sigh, until your heart feels lighter. You're safe with me, always." His words was so soothing that you end up broke down in his arms. You cry and cry harder without turning around while his one hand was wrapped around your waist and other was rubbing your back to console you. His chin was resting on your shoulder while his heart was aching hearing your cry. You cry until you faint in his arms and he hold you. He looked at your unconscious figure and sigh knowing that you are dying inside because of loneliness. That's the reason why he finally show himself to you, because he knew you needed him now. You open your eyes, slowly being wrapped in someone's arm. Your heartbeat fastened as you realize what happened last night. You looked around only to find out that you are on your bed in your room, but you weren't alone. Someone was laying behind you while your back was touching him. You took a deep breath and slowly turned around to look at him. A gasp left your mouth as you saw his face. Kim Taehyung, the ruthless mafia. There is no one in this city who don't knew about him. Realizing that he is your stalker made your heart beat more fastened, as you were always a fan of mafia trope novels. Your hand unknowingly reached near his face, and you touched his cheek. It wasn't a dream. He is really here. He is the one who consoled you and took care of you. Taehyung, are you trying to take advantage of me in my sleep, princess? He say while opening his eyes with a smirk. Your breath hitched, and you immediately took your hand back. You tried to get up, but his hand caught your wrist, and you landed on him this time. He removed the hair from your face and say with a smile, Taehyung, good morning, my crybaby. Feeling all right now? He asked while his hand wrapped around your waist. You know that he isn't gonna leave you easily, so you nodded, while avoiding eye contact with him. It's you who took advantage of me. Why did you sleep beside me, and that too while hugging me? Taehyung hold your chin firmly and made you look at him. Taehyung, I didn't take advantage of you. I only held you because I couldn't help it. You felt so warm, so perfect in my arms. And in that moment, holding you close felt like the most natural thing in the world. I would never take advantage of you. I just wanted to be near the person I love. Your cheek turned into crimson red color, making him smirk. Last night, you were just tired. Tired of everything going on. That's why you end up crying that badly, but today somehow you felt completely fresh. Suddenly, he took a strand of your hair in his hand and start playing with it while looking at you intensely. Taehyung, today I am going out of city and will come back after 2 weeks. I am gonna miss you, but more than that I am gonna wait for you. So when I come back, will you go out with me? He asked, making your heartbeat fastened. You never go out with everyone and have no boyfriend yet. Depend. Taehyung, on what? On my mood. You say while finally getting up from him with a smile and go inside the washroom while Taehyung chuckled, knowing that you just get away from him because you are shy. 1 week passes by and you are impatiently waiting for him. He calls you on regular basis and talked with you. You enter in your apartment while stretching your arms, but your mouth left opened as you saw the decoration in the living room. You heard a slam sound behind you and your heartbeat fastened, realizing that he just closed the door. A smile formed on your lips when a pair of hands wrapped around your waist. Taehyung, I missed you. That damn deal was holding me for so long. This 1 week was like a hell for me. But we talked daily. You say, trying to hide your smile. He came early from his trip just for you. Taehyung, but I can't hug you, neither I can smell your fragrance. Let me warn you beforehand, princess, that I am completely insane for you, so. He say as a soft music start playing suddenly in background while he turned you around and took your hand in his hand. Taehyung, can I have a dance with you, princess? You nodded, and he pulled you closer to himself while dancing. He danced while putting you closer to himself. His intense gaze bore into you, and you just kept smiling. Taehyung, can I take this as a yes? Because if it is, then I am taking you for me. He say as he joined his forehead with yours, while you nodded your head as yes. You don't how and when he fall for you, but you know just one thing, that for now you needed him. You wrapped your hand around his torso, then put your head on his chest, while he wrapped his hand around your waist and hugged you with a smile. Tilde the end, tilde.